ったんだっけ。ね、ちょっと待って、どこまで行ったの？神門界の道、高慢がもたらしたもの。これはいいや。テンプル騎士。ああ、サーの元に戻れ。はいはい。リーバー、チャンピオン。テンプル騎士になれるのかなこれで。はい、いらっしゃい。で、グレイの記憶。嵐の海岸と沼か。はい。で、ソラス一緒に有徳平原で精霊を探せ。これなんだ？これ誰のなんだ？カレンか。カレンのミッションだこれ。カレンミッション。カレンのミッションしてこうか。なんか左にいんぞ。ってことはだいぶ進んだね。だこれ。アンティバの塩素鏡を調査しろ。難しい交渉。ハードインハイタウンスカイホールドの騒ぎ。バリックの本ね。はい、これなーに？交番がもた、もう、だいぶ後半に入ってきましたね。出た。箱詰めツアー。大工所、フロリアンヌの松の記載は実に見事でしたね。あの気まずい沈黙、降り注ぐような香り、それにあの木がね。で、この、なんていうんだ、これ。これなんていうの？委託委託3日4日とか平然とあるんで、エルフの遺跡を調査せよ。こんなのあったっけ？ちょっと後で行こうか、これ。あれ終わり？我々の兵士何人かがエメラルドの墓にあるエルフの運動観の終わった？終わっちゃったわ。マジで行こうぜと思ったんだけど違ったわ。てっきりこれになってるからさ、高速移動系のもんかなと思ったんだけど違ったね。なんだちえ。同盟進む道を固める。1時間ぐらいか。でこっちは内乱の被害者を助けよう。45分。はい、ということで、沼地に行きまして、ブラックウォールさんと、ソラスさんと、 コールで行ってみようか。前回ね、グレイウォーデンがしでかしたことを、セダスからグレイウォーデン追い出せっていう話になったんですけど、私は兵力的な問題から見て、味方にした方が何かと有利になるよってことにしたら、みんなからっていう、カサントラさんからもついにですね、こんな奴らにチャンスを与えんのかお前はって言われまして、別にいいじゃないかと。間違えちゃったわ。えーっと、どれ？沼の中から、これじゃないよね。どれだ？沼って言うから来たのに。夜明けか。これこれこれ。どこにあって？これ？マジか。先にこれやっちゃおうか。てれててれてて。あで、どっかにいるらしいんで探しに行きましょうっていう話ですね。この辺らしいけどね。これか。違うなぁ。どこにいんだあいつらマジで。いたわ。これ発動させて。 早くね終わらしたいんですよ、このゲーム。次にこっちですね。なのでここを行きましょう。そらすお前無事か。雷もろ直撃してたけどね、あの人。ドラゴンエイジアニメ化したら多分何シーズンまで撮れるかわかんないぐらいいっぱいできそうな気がする。各地のね地方で一区切りにすれば多分めちゃくちゃお話ができるんじゃないかな。
Should we look around?
どっから行けるこれ。まずそもそも上か。上臭いなこれ。めっちゃあるな。おお、平井新マンかな。
The history of the Grey Wardens is fascinating.
怖っ。で次にこれも取ったから、はい、次はこっちですね。ああ、本当にやってなかったんだね。ベビードラゴンってこれよね。生まれたばかりのドラゴンは鹿と同じぐらいの大きさだ。マジででかっ。あ、なんか頭の中にあれが出てきちゃったよ。チャチャチャチャチャチャチャチャチャチャ出てきちゃった。え、
Nothing to report, sir.
私今何を見た。すん、びっくりしたわマジで。回復のベルト、回復ボーナス。へえ。回復ボーナスか。はい、じゃあ行くぜ。 何これ中途半端な石の階段は。なんだこれ。ああ、採取してたよね、ここから、ここで。
Should we look around?
あ、俺ここ来なかったっけ？あれ、俺これやった
Good
ぞ。
find.
やっと覚えがあるんだけど、ここ。あとあっちだろ。そうそうそう、ここここ。は？これやったよな。やった覚えがあるんですが。みんな取ってくんないんだよな。めっちゃ大事だからね。こういう素材めっちゃ大事だから。飽きるけどね、やらないといけないから。死ぬから。死に直結するから。なんだ？違う。違う、それじゃない。ハロック。どこにいるんだろう。あれ、ダークスポーン全部閉じたよな。だよね。あれ、俺これやった覚えがあるんだよな。こっちのデータで。ロードされ、セーブされてなかったかな。めんどくせえ。
I think the Inquisition could benefit from this.
よし。で、次は、 インナーサークルを夜明けにして、で、まあね、このゲームも、あとはあれかな。このゲームが新しくなるらしいよ。新作出るらしいよ。来年の4月ぐらいに。
Dalish. They've been murdered.
Looks like they tried to fight back, but most were unarmed. Oh,
あ、ここね。じゃあ、エルフの遺跡なんで、エルフを連れてきましたって。よいしょい。これソラ
These
ス
are
だ
our
わ。
men.
綺麗なさっきから。
done and done.
どれよし、それね。それ無理じゃねえか疑惑。無理だな。あいつはどうやってあそこに行ったのかわからん。おお！びっくりしたわ。
Corypheus's men had part of his seal. Do they even know what it opens?
The elves didn't have to die.
びっくりしたわマジで。心臓に悪いぜあれ。これ飽きませんね。チェーンカッター持ってこないと。 やっぱソラスが異常に強いよね。うるせえな、さっさと死ねえや。どこだどこだ痛い痛い痛い痛い。何今さら
The Emerald Knights. They once patrolled the borders of the Dales, protecting the elven people. The Dalish saw them as romantic heroes. The Chantry called them ruthless butchers. I suspect both sides have some element of truth.
なんでお前ら止まってんの。検診もしないとね。明日検診しようか。やるゲームいっぱいありすぎ。で、あとはない。ないなんてことはないでしょ。あんのかないなんてことか。鉱石じゃんって。嘘、終わり。あと5つ足んないんだよね。 見つかんなさそうなんで帰ります。でもないじゃんね。なぜ止まっているのか。壊せないし、いけないし。こっちは、あったあったあったあった。ただ行ってなかっただけだわ。あ、あれ、これ下にいる感じだな。ちょっと置いて。 真下だわこれ。どうしよっか。なんか道があるんだろうね。ここだね。ここしかないよ。いや、こいつには通用しないんで。どれ？まあ、さらに下があるのか。なんでこいつこんなとこにいたんだ。え あれみんなどこ行っちゃったんだ。持ってきちゃった、戻ってきちゃった。もうはもう何やってんのさっきから。え刺さってね。
We're near another artifact. That should help ward off demons.
This is it. I wonder what the elves left here.
魂だけ飛んじゃって肉体そのまんまかなこれ。まあいいでしょう。害がないならオブジェとして。あれ やべえ、めっちゃ落ちてくる。何これ、取るの？
It's an account of Red Crossing. When the elves attacked that town, it prompted the exalted march of the Dales.
We should give this to the Dalish. They have a claim to it.
I imagine the Chantry would be interested in it as well.
これ下どうなんだろう。あー、伸びただけか。はあ、なんかありそうな気がする。なんもなかった。なんかハーハー聞こえたから、なんか封印されてるわ。灯されてないの？あ、そういうこと。じゃあ帰ろっか。さあ帰ろう帰ろう。で、巨人がいっぱいいるとこだ。
Impressive. Wish I could see it as it was.
巨人の巣窟。
was a lady in the tower. She cried, but no one heard.
うわ
Another letter on the smugglers, referring to Samson.
次があっち。太古のレッド竜。ちょっと太古行ってみようと。な感がする。ああ、これはもしかするとドラゴンかな。ドラゴン戦かな、これ。
Something here. Better take a closer look.
めんどくせえ、サンダードラゴンだ。あれと戦いに行くのめっちゃめんどくせえんだよな。雷だしな。ハイドドラゴンと戦いましたけど、あれはチュートリアルであって、本番はここからみたいな感じ。
That was a kind thing you did.
They were hurting and we helped. Their lives are better because of us.
ドラゴンの場所ここ。めんどくせえんだよな。ドラゴンはちょっと今回はノーで。すげえ手みたいだな。あ、これあれだわ。順番だわ。多分。それか4人で一度にやるか。で、どうだっけ。あれなかったっけ、この辺に街的なものが。 ないならしょうがないな。ちょっとウエスタンアプローチに行きまして、なんだと。ね。
Inquisitor.
I can feel another of the elven artifacts.
うん。これあったっけ？
I've got everything you need for a quiet... Real Inquisitor. No refunds.
なんてとこ登ってんだ。
Inquisitor.
Report, Captain. What's the situation in the western approach?
It's been eerily quiet since the wardens left. Now I'm just waiting like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. We've already had an archdemon. I don't want to guess what'll come next.
Carry on, Captain.
Yes, Inquisitor.
ルーンあるなしでだいぶ変わるんですよ。これ310でしょ。カサンドラは最初から氷のルーンがついてるんでしょ。これ浄化のルーンがついてるでしょ。あ、コール何もついてないわ。待って。よいしょ。バリックさんだ。これ3でしょ。88か。 ソラスは別にいいんじゃないかな。コールはこれでしょ。してあんね。よし。227、191、なんか作ってやるか。ほら、彼女さんからの。あ、ないの？じゃあ作るわ。えーっと。もったいな。一番あんのなんだ。黒曜石。 おお。あ、かっこいいじゃん。めっちゃかっこいいじゃん。紫色で。シジルはなんか新しく追加されてるみたいですけど、なんか私が持ってんのゴミばっかなんで、バフとデバフがつくっていう、なんかゴミですね。シジル捨てちゃっていいと思うんだよな。
Inquisitor.
で、えーっエメラルド。ビーグル極長が出てくる、頭の中で。おい、マーチあんじゃねえか、ここに。商人いいんじゃねえか、畜生。
The Inquisition will always be welcome here.
何が売られてんのかな。うん。
Yes, thank you.
カサンドラ伝説は不滅。ははは。ここが貴様の最後だ。ヒデブ、安倍氏だっけ、ヒデブだっけ。ヒデブはハート様が。うわー、あーって声を聞いてしまった。
Another letter mentioning Samson. And papers with names. Cullen could use this. よし、一通りのミッションは終了。これめんどくさいんでいいんで、どうでも。日程が一人振る程度だからいいや。じゃあ帰りましょう。カサンドラ・ペンタガースト。
さあ、カレンはどこにいるのやら。カレン探しが始まる。
I told them the offer was the best we could do.
And of course they said no.
あ、いたわ、あっちだわ。
I think we're to remember.
調べる。
Shame they're wrong.
'The papers you found on the Red Lyrium smugglers were exactly what we needed. We have the location of the Red Templar's main supply of lyrium. You'll never guess where.
嬉しそうだ。
Wherever it is, you seem happy about it.
I have cause. Sarnia, you've already dealt with the Red Templars there.
That was Samson's red lyrium supply?
The past tense is apt. We should send some people to sift through what's left. With some luck, we can track the shipments from the quarry to Samson's headquarters.
はい。審問官がわざわざお使いをするという不思議なゲームです。
Those bands who oppose the tolls? Here's to find them. 真実か挑戦か大詰め。行為の返礼。 Inquisitor?
Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut.
There are problems coming out of Halamshire.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost although, if a few common... I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
How is it going?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? I think I like this job.
As you were.
We are here. Of course. Another time.
あ、そうか、モリガンか。 カレンの部下へ。カレンの部下って誰？カレンの部下ってどこだ？どこにいんだそんなやつら。
A place to save lives. What could be more important?
The soldiers make me nervous. Sitting around here, tempers get short, and fighting. I saw one soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with. I was lucky he'd lost his dagger, or there'd have been more than a bloody nose.
カレンの部下ってどこにいんの？
It looks bad.
It looks like a lot of things.
It's obvious Halam Shiral was almost lost to that elf. She used the Caribbean threat to clear her.
ブラックウォールどこ行った？ 2階かな？いないな。あいつどこ行った？あれ？あいつどこ行った？タワーこんなところに。
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
They should have had your resolve, Blackwall. You've never faltered. You never will.
Before the Inquisition, before you, I had the Wardens, the vow I made to them. Before that vow, I had nothing. Was nothing. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
だそうです。ブラックウォールとは彼氏彼女状態で恋人同士ですね。現段階で知らない間になんか恋人になってたっていう。
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
You seem troubled. What's on your mind?
It's nothing.
You know I'm here for you.
I was thinking about when we went to the ruin. When we found the badge. Everything seemed clear then. Like I could do anything with you at my side. Anything. That's a hard word, you know. Means a lot.
では人目のいないところに行こうか。仲間と一緒に祝おうか。どっちがいい？
You mean a lot. Let's get out of here.
遮光化。あ、嫌な予感がする。これ生放送でやっていいのか、大丈夫なんか。
You need to know that I'm not worthy of you. There's no future for us with me as a warden.
I'm here for you no matter what comes.
Then for now, let there be nothing else. No one else. Just you and me.
私の肩がやばい件について。じゃあ、押し倒されたわ。これで18金とかだったらね、ってなるよ。クラミ族の裸ってどんなもんなんだろうね。
Blackwall?
どっか行っちゃったわ、あいつ。おー、ブラックウォールどっか行っちゃったわ。やり逃げってやつか。
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
は、やり逃げしてったわ、あいつ。
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
When we were together, he seemed troubled. I should have seen this coming.
Here, I have something that may help. Sister Leliana had us search the warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
ブラックウォールまさかのやり逃げしてたわ。くしゃくしゃにされた一枚の紙、どうやらIAの最近の報告書を抜き取られたものだ。まさかのやり逃げ。ちょっとカレンさんが見当たんないんで、いやー、まさかお前やり逃げするようなやつだとは知らなかったよ。ブラックホールいないってなってるわ、やっぱり。じゃあ誰で行こっかね。すごいな、あんなイチャイチャしてたのに一日で冷めてどっか行くってマジですごい無責任なことするんだな。
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Ah. Human justice.
Poor bastard. So, where's food? Orlesians always stock these things.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
マジで
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
おっと、ブラックウォーデンさんじゃない。
There is no doubt. Captain Tom Rainier.
He wore the shield.
That is
なんてこっ
concerning.
たい。
Concerning. He's a butcher.
なんてこったい。
When it all cleared, she was still in charge. So what was
Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven.
マジかよ。あ。悪いんだな。あれみんな来てない。
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
いいやつは先に死んでいくんだぜ。
That was a brave thing you did, confessing.
You don't understand how terrible my crime was. Turning myself in was not brave. It was necessary. And it doesn't make up for the pain I caused. You weren't supposed to find me. You were just supposed to think I was gone. I didn't want you to see me like this.
You mean you didn't want me to know you? The real you?
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage. and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster. Wouldn't you be happier thinking I was a nobleman? A Grey Warden? Instead of this, I would have saved you the pain of learning that all you knew about me was a lie. That you loved a lie.
There was truth to what we had, and there is good in you. I have to believe that.
De?
I didn't think we had anything more to talk about.
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing, a waste of life, but he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valshavan for the joining. The Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
We went there, where you were ambushed. We retrieved your badge. It was never really yours, was it?
No. It belonged to him. I was going to tell you the truth. When we went there, I wanted to explain why I couldn't be with you. But you found Blackwall's badge and I lost my nerve. You wanted me to be him. I wanted to be him. To even imagine that I could replace that man.
It was a heroic act, stepping between you and a darkspawn.
I wasn't worthy. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valshavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
I need to know the details of what you did, who you killed, why.
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
バレリバには大義がある。
Our men follow me because they believe our cause is righteous.
They believe it because that's what you tell them.
My reports say that Collier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered?
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men have been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue. But you're right. There was no need for what I did.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
That's all for now.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape. I'm sorry. I know what he meant to you.
This is helpful. Or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
He did it for me.
Then only you can decide if he succeeded.
死別かよ、マジかよ、やだね。まだ決められん。彼を解放する。このままにしよう。
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
めんどくせえことしてくれたぜ、マジで。こんな深くやったことねえな、ドラゴンエイジを。まったく。 もトイレ休憩。いやー、まさかね、友人だと思ってたら実は別人だったっていうのはすごいショックですね。まさかのトム少佐だったわ。
It was interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
新しいレリが解放された。マジで？どこだよここ。
I have not asked in a while. How goes the hunt for Samson?
We're close. I know it.
If I can help you.
まさかブラックウォールを裁くのか。マジかよ。俺そんなこと聞いてないんだけど。
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
こんな形で会いたくはなかった。
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. I know you put another man in my place. Haven't enough died for me.
俺の代わりに別の男が会うってのは知ってる。俺のために何人死ぬんだ。あなたが私を裁くのか？
I really think you've lost the right to judge anyone.
There's enough evil in the world because of me. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
「罪を償うならあなたは自由だ。この戦いが終わった後、オーデンに引き渡す。どっちがいい？これはやばいわ。あなたは私のものだ。嘘を続けろ。それはねえわ。さすがに。どうしようかね。どうしてほしい？
Blackwall intended you join the Wardens. I will let them decide your fate. But only when Corypheus is dead. For now, Tom Rainier, the Inquisition needs you.
As you command.
これは罪を償う言い換だ。オーデンは自死じゃない。あなたが死なねば夜が。
Blackwall gave you the chance to atone through action, not merely punishment. I find I can do no less.
Before I take my leave, I have one thing to say. If ever there was something true and good in my life, it was you. I lied about who I was, but I never lied about what I felt. No matter what I was or what becomes of me, right now, I'm just a man with his heart laid bare. I leave it in your hands.
あなたを手放すことができない。信頼のない愛に意味はない。オーデンと一緒にはいられない。あなたは一線を越えた。最初からやり直そうな。
I don't know where we'll end up, but I'm willing to give us a chance.
I don't know how to be with you as Tom Rainier.
お、これすごいな。みんなの前で告白するようなもんじゃないか。私たち付き合ってました。実は。正直に生きればいい。
Start with honesty.
It'll be a nice change.
おすっげえどこまでもグイグイすんな。伯爵から正体が飛んできたぜ。ブラックウォールは実は死んでました。いやー、勢力半端ないことになってんな。要はあれでしょ？これか？曲が変わったわ。
With the Civil War over, Orlais is focusing on rebuilding.
伯爵から正体が飛んできたんだけど。あとなんだっけ？これ？ブラックウォールの嘘の影響。 私たちはコリフィウスを打倒した後も審問会の存続を望んでいますか？ずっと戦争が続くわけではありません。味方を、なんだあれ、字が潰れててわかんないけど、味方を作るとかそういうやつか。造作もないことか。彼らを遠ざける理由がありますか？間違った主張のもとに奪われたものを返却し、協定は脇に置きましょう。
Let us begin.
ちょっとこの伯爵の正体って何？さっきの審問会への術がご気分害されたのであればお詫びを申し上げる。長い間、私の領民は極度の緊張下にあり、それも、講和会議が破壊される以前よりレッドクリフの伯爵領全土にも大きな被害があったからだ。だがそれも過去のこと。本日は、審問会の招待したく手紙を書いていると。カロン男爵領は、我が領土の一部だが現在空白となっている。エラーラ男爵が、会議に参加して命を落とし、唯一身内ははるか遠くに領土を持っており、両方を同時に収めることは不可能だが、フェレルデンの慣習でこの土地は、腕力に似て獲得したものの所有地となる。よってカロンにてトーナメントを開催し、称号を優勝者へと商品祭。ご所望ならば審問会からもチャンピオンを試合に参加させていただきたい。心から。ああ、なるほど。チャンピオンブラックウォールだもんね。そういうことか。ああ、なるほど。で、これ何時間ぐらいかかるのかなーなんて思ったんだけど、誰もいないっていう。そうだね。ブラックウォールチャンピオンだもんね。あ、そうだ、バリックさんはどう思ってたのか。友人だからな、バリック。
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah. Closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to let Carver know. I'm sure he'll take it well. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
じゃあ今の状況を聞いてみましょう。
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Carry on.
あの一件からちょっといろいろあったんでね、いろんな人に聞いてみましょう。ソラスさんはまだあれやってるんで、ロリアンさんに聞いてみましょう。
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes and whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
You? I rather doubt that. I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one.
Regained your memories. That's good, then.
I think so.
You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison...
You're right. I was fortunate.
Indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Fiona-san です。
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I trust everything is well with the mages?
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
I'll leave you to it.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concern. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You are taking over the duty?
Yes. A death my skills will ensure that you do not miss her ability. I am to aid in the research of all...
What makes you particular...
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to
You were made
Yes, I am. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot...
As you were?
Yes.
I set aside an entire shelf for Grey Warden lore. Those wardens and their secrets.
Inquisitor, I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical the heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart. I eagerly await.
お、あった。
Though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm. I shall endure.
さあ、モリガンさんにちょっと話を聞きましょう。
'Tis a large fortress, Inquisitor. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it PART17, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking, yet one must ask what were the old... What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus...
だそうです。他には
I
情けです。
understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited with... Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
You seem to know a great deal about...
The Dalish are not the only ones interested in the... Indeed, my skills allow me access to place the ancient elf... Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly feels the same. 'Tis remarkable what you have... Leliana has built a network of spies beyond anything Thedas has seen. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will...
We have to defeat him first.
Should that happen, the world will lie at your feet, more or less. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done...
I'll leave you to the guard.
Until next time, then.
あれ
Oh, Creator, see me near, for I walk only where you would bid me. Stand only in places you have blessed. Sing only the words you place in my throat.
あ、こっちか。
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
Will さあ、カサンドラ伝説さんに聞いてみましょう。
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've had enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
What's going on now?
I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course. The Empire favors you, thus everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
それで、教会は我々の意向を無視さずに名前を広めてしまった。教会は気にすんな。あなたは完璧だ。そんなことが可能なの。
I think you'd make an excellent divine.
Truly? I never look good in hats. Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars. This cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
あ、そっか。そうだわ。なんか、教王が死んじゃったから、この中から1人出せって言ってたな、そういえば。それなら改善しましょう。
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
あ、カサンドラがやめちゃうかもしんない、これ。その意志の固さは好きだ。他に重要な問題がある。教会は終焉を迎えるべきかも。新しい改革運動か。
So this is your new crusade.
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
よかったわ。コーリフィウスを先に倒したらカサンドラ教王になっちゃうかも。あ、まだあるわ。
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
愛の死かな。大丈夫か。バリクと張り合うつもりか。じゃあどうしてこんなことを。バリクと張り合うつもりか。
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece?
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
それが逆の立場で利用されるかもしれん。歴史学者には気にしていない。気をつけろ。いい案だな。じゃあこれでいいんじゃない？
What you write could be used against the Inquisition.
And everything else we do paints us in such an innocent light. Do not be concerned. I am a poor writer, but not unaware of the weight my words might carry. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
あれはただの精霊。あれはジャスニアだった。わからん。本当に可能だと思う？
I believe it was the divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Right. もうなさそうですね。かそんだらブンブン振ってますんで。
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
The politicking we saw at Halam Sharal might seem pointless, but it's the beating heart of the Empire. The winner of the game is the one who best builds alliances and controls what's discussed and what's decided.
So it rewards manipulation instead of rewarding the ability to get stuff done. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else.
コールは確か上だったな。は？何やってんだあの子は。
No.
But you like demons.
I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
彼は僕を支配する気がない。魔導士で悪魔が好きなのに協力してくれないんだ。何の話だ。何か問題がなぜソラスに支配してもらいたい。
So I'm safe.
そうなれば安全なんだ。
If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
何か方法はないか。出てった方がいい。唯一の弓は消えるんだけど出てっちゃったら我々が守ろう。
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
さあ、いろんなものが増えてきましたね。ソラスの場合はまず、なんだっけ、ソラスの友人助けてくれよっていうやつをやんないといけないので、で、今、ブラックウォールはどこにいるんだろうか。ちょっとブラックウォール探しに行こうか。セラってどこにいんの今思ったんだけど、セラってどこにいんの。さあ、じゃあブラックウォールさん。ブラックウォールじゃないんだけどな。今は何て呼べばいい？
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
We need to discuss our relationship.
As you wish.
これが済んだらどうなると思う？
What do you think will happen to us after all this?
Once this is done, I'll be escorted to Weishaupt. At your discretion, of course. And then, I suppose it depends on you and the Inquisition. Whatever happens, I will always remember you.
そういうキスの仕方なの？そういうキスなの？リア充ですね、マジで。リア充になれるってすごいね、このゲーム。多分これがね、ドラゴンエイジとダクソの違い。ダクソも恋愛関係できんのかね、知らんけど。で、その前にセラを探そうぜ、セラを。セラどこにいんのマジで。見たことないんだけど。ん？
I'm running drills. They're drinking and paid better.
An insult to real soldiers. Is that what they want the faithful to see?
どうしたこれちゃん。
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
仮面は気に入ったか？
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks? Everyone...
Those weren't their faces.
じゃあまた。
I'll talk to you.
How do you know?
ここじゃないってことは、この周辺になんかいんな。なんかあったわ。セラここにいんの？
One for the Emperor, for Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess, and Christopher. Right in the dangle bag.
All right, you're clearly annoyed. What can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Sharal that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
We decided the course of a nation. I think it was worthwhile.
Right, Orlais will never be the same. Except for everything they say. Ugh, you know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one, don't sleep with empresses. That's what that was all about. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
あの剣と間抜けなブリアラ、その中心であの騒ぎが起こらなきゃ全て結果に違っていたかも。そうだな。そんな簡単じゃないんだよな。彼らの過ちが悪化させま
It
した。
was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
セラここにいたんだな。知らなかったけど。
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
資源は貴重だぞ。聞いてるぞ。
All right, let's
jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vesh. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go...
just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
All right, Sarah.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arsehole.
これは一体誰のびっくりマークなんだ？ちょっと探すか。こいつか？
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
I wanted to talk about you.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not. I was a soldier, but when they found out I was part, not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
What's Tevinter like for a citizen?
I'm of the Separati. Citizens who aren't mages. Mages are in charge and everyone knows it. But a wealthy merchant can have an easy life. My father was a tailor. I joined the army after the Imperial slaves drove him under.
How did slaves drive your family out of business?
One of the Magisters had a pet project. To prevent the... He had Imperial... That Magister's nice idea put out slave-made clothes at prices my father couldn't...
It sounds like the
That's the worst part of Tevinter. That Magister... My father sold himself into slavery. He's one of the...
We'll talk later.
こいつじゃないとしたら、こいつか？椅子に座れたらいいんだけどな。なんだこのびっくりマーク、どっからやってきた？一番上コールじゃないしな。どうだ？この周辺になんかあるらしいんだけど、これだもんね。こいつじゃないの？ちょっと待って。エアリデンってやつ。何それ？エアリデン。こいつじゃないもんね。はぁ？メアリデンって誰だよ？こいつか？お前か？お前だよな。あとは大丈夫か。あとはマジでこれがわかんねえ。あいつの部下どこにいるんだよ。レリアナさんと喋ってねえな、それは。あ、やっぱいっぱいあるわ。
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes?
何の話だよ。
The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
どこにでも行けんのすげえなこれ。よいしょ。
It wasn't so bad today. The cook was in a jolly mood. She didn't shout at all, even when I dropped the ladle.
Sharp tail. もうカレンの部下ってどこだよ畜生。誰と話してんだこいつ。カレンの部下ってマジでどこだ。誰の部屋だよここは。え、ちょっとカレンの部下探しが始まる。
Inquisitor?
なんかびっくりマークが出てこないんで、こいつらか？なんだこいつら。え、何この人たち。え、誰この人たち。まだここ直してないの。コールだろ。どこにいんだマジで。あいつらの部下ってどこだよ。
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always nice.
You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won, and I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Yes.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
You can't be serious all the time. Well, maybe you can.
I believe this one is yours. Well played. First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
Not by choice. They were manipulated by I'm
not sure that's The Inquisition must serve as an example. We must stand where others fall.
テンプル騎士になりたい。同僚のことを教えてくれ。それだけか。誰かと付き合っているか同僚のことを教えるだな。部下だ。
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our soldiers handled themselves well during the siege on Adamant. They reacted quickly to changes on the battlefield. More importantly, they relied on each other. Trust in your fellow soldiers is not something that can be trained.
How do you like working with Liliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
I should let you get back to work.
カレンの部下へ。これさ、どうすんだっていう。上にいるのか、彼の部下は。全然わかんねえので、この辺にしとこっかね。あ、宿舎行っちゃった。宿舎行ってもな。
To be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, but until the Duchess was unmasked.
You don't see the Empress over...
Not so brazenly. The game's... It's disturbing. So few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations. She's always... But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Playing the game was thrilling.
Indeed. Tales of this affair have begun, although I do wish Varric...
あたたった腰痛い。終わらねえ。正式な謝罪を添えて死者を派遣しました。返却できるものは全て返却しました。できないものは現物払いです。過ちと教訓を忘れないように、グレイボーデンの協定書はレイアナがスカイホールドの公文保管によるこれか。どんなに探してもねえわけだ。腰痛い。
Let us begin.
ということで次回やると思いますけど、何日かどうかは分かりません。明日は原神ですから、それでは原神やるかもしれません。それではまた。